Hey, it's Spencer with Stay Handy LA, and today we're going to be diagnosing a dryer that heats but will not spin. 9 times out of 10, whenever you get a dryer heating but not spinning, the cause is going to be a broken belt. So first thing, before we get into it, we're going to turn the breaker off, and then we're going to unplug the dryer from the outlet just to be extra safe. Next thing, we're going to open it up, and you're going to see two Phillips head screws going from the face of the dryer to the top panel. We're going to take both of those screws out. Next, we're going to take that top panel off. And whenever we look at that drum, we should see a small belt wrapped around the drum. But in this instance, we don't. So we're going to know that that's our issue. So the next step is to start taking the dryer apart. There's two 1/4-inch screws that are holding the face of the dryer to the rest of the dryer frame. We're going to take both of those out. Once you get the screws out, you're going to take the face of the dryer off. You're going to have two metal brackets at the bottom you just have to lift up on and it'll come right out. You're going to see a couple wires still connected. I took one of the wires apart, which was the wire for the dryer door switch. The other wires were connected to a fuse, so I didn't mess with them. Now, whenever I opened it up, you look to your bottom, and 9 times out of 10, again, you're going to see a broken belt. Now, normally you would have to order this off of Amazon or go pick it up at your local appliance store. Just get the model number, and you can find it. We deal with this a lot, so I brought one anyway because I figured this was the problem. While you're down here, this thing does not get opened up much, so you might as well do some spring cleaning, clean out all that extra nasty lint, just as good maintenance. And you never know, you might just luck up and find you a little money. That's the pulley. We're going to get to that in a second. It's at the bottom left of the dryer. Now we're going to go to placing the belt around the drum, which is an extremely important part of this job. I would say that if this is your first, second time doing it, wear some gloves. This is made with extremely thin sheet metal that will slice you up and you won't even notice it. You'll just start seeing blood everywhere. There's a slick side and there's a riveted side to this belt. The slick side on this type of belt is orange and it should be facing out. The riveted side should be facing towards the drum. You want to make sure that you don't get any tangles in it. So I'm just going through, making sure that everything is untangled. It's facing the way it's supposed to be facing. So just double and triple check that. Now we're going to get to the most important part of this job. What you're looking at is a motor with a little shaft coming out of it and the pulley. You're going to see in a second, I'm doing this with one hand and I'm filming with the other. But that pulley right there, you're going to take that pulley and pull it back like it's a casino slot machine. You pull back on that pulley with the belt looped over that pulley. And then if you can see, with my middle finger, I'm getting enough leverage to just place it right over the shaft, under the shaft. It goes under the shaft and it goes over the pulley. I'm going to show you a better picture of it. I didn't get this instantly. This took me about 2 to 3 minutes to get. I'm just showing the part of where I got it. So that's how it's going to look, and that pulley is going to act like a tensioner. It's going to make the belt wrap around really well over that drum, tight. So after you do that, you just put it all back together. I'm going to plug up the wires for the dryer door switch. I'm going to place it back on those brackets, lift up on that drum a little bit so the wheel of the drum goes over the door frame. Now I'm going to put both 1/4-inch screws back in. I only filmed me doing one. I don't know what happened to me doing the other one. Now we're going to put that top panel back on. You might have to fight it a little bit with these older dryers, but I'm going to tell you, these older dryers, they're just so much better than the new LED with the control panel that does this and this and this. These dryers, they're easy to work on. They're cheaper to maintain. They just have so many more benefits. It's simplicity with them, and simplicity is a beautiful thing. So now that we got it all put back together, we're gonna see what we got. So I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna plug it in. Pro tip, always leave your dryer cord hanging off of something, because if not, it's gonna fall back there and you're gonna have to fight it, and that just makes the end of a job horrible. We're gonna turn the breaker back on. Now I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna press the door switch down so it'll run like the door was closed, so we'll be able to see it spinning. It's such a beautiful thing to use your hands to make something that wasn't working work again. So I hope you learned something. If you know anybody who can use this information, please send it to them. And until next time, stay handy.